It is a beautiful Sunday morning. It's a little chilly in New York, but we are walking over to the train so we can actually take a class at Equinox with our friend Alicia. Now I'm very excited because this is one, my first time going to be in a class in an Equinox, but two, Sunday morning in New York City, you can't beat that. So I'm walking over my matcha and I'm gonna take you guys with me, of course. So while on the train heading to Grand Central, I, of course, out on a Sunday, was watching my pastor preach live. While I was taking this joyous ride, had a 5-minute walk off the out train to the Equinox on Greenwich Ave, which was obviously my first time in an Equinox. So after getting all checked in and having a conversation with their staff, I was all set to start being prepared for this class. Now, I will tell you, Alicia told me it was 45 minutes of intensity, but when I tell you intensity, and you are about to watch me go through it. Now, I will tell you, I was not fully prepared for what a bar class is like. So, I've been told it's a lot about arena movements and plies and a light weights, but Alicia told me that to be prepared to have my calves, to have all of my lower body on fire. And she was not kidding. My legs were on fire. Do you see these plies? I haven't done plies since I was like 5 years old when I went to a ballerina class. Like, this was insane to me. I already started sweating, and we were doing these leg movements where you were holding your leg up in the air and you were pointing your toes. Not dorsal flex, but a full blown point, which was like, in your mind, you think, okay, it's easy, but when you are doing this in repetition, your calves, your quads, your knees are on fire. Now, this at this point, I realized that you cannot take light movements for granted. Because right now, it just looks like I'm pointing my toes and I'm just lifting them. Baby, that is not the case. I am dying a little bit inside. But it feels good. Like it's a great burn. And now I see why the lady all the way in the front was ripped. Her quads, listen, her ankles were perfect. So I get it now. Now, this class is full of different movements. You are doing a little bit of repetition, not even a little bit, you're doing a lot of repetition, and then you're getting a break in between before you go into the other side. Look at my face. I am dying a little bit inside. I'm sweating profusely. Now, we went into this hinge step back plie thing. Oh my gosh. Now, to me, this reminds me of a yoga movement when you're kind of getting ready to be into Warrior 2. So it felt like muscle memory, but the motions in between, it's not this rapid for me on a regular basis doing yoga. So it was fun, but also, once again, very intense. This is around the time where I realized I could probably do this once or twice a month because it was a good burn. And granted, this session, we were doing upper body a little bit and more focused on lower body, but it had my shoulder that I just had surgery on have a good burn like it does when I'm doing PT. So I was happy about it. Look at look at these lat raises. They are not even full lat raises. She called them partials. And I'm like, partials? This is insane. This is more than partials. This is your arm is on fire and it might be dead later. But like I said, I definitely was enjoying this no matter what my facial expressions say. Now, as you can see, I'm still trying to learn the movements, right? Because it's just being called out, but also Alicia is walking around helping people while she's still doing the movement as well. I will tell you that my glutes were on fire 2 days after this. I don't even know what kind of movement to call this, but I just know that my glutes were happy to have this type of pump. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, why are you doing a bar class? Like, this is not even your type of training. It's always good to try to switch up your routine sometimes. So you're leaving a spark. You are being interested in your journey again versus doing the same thing that can get either very repetitive or very boring and makes you want to what? Quit. So I decided that this time around I am going to try different things once a month and also show you guys what is like out there. Now, these tricep extensions, obviously I do them on a regular. But for whatever reason, I was feeling this. And like I said, I think my favorite part was that it's not like a regular workout. You're not just going repetition into repetition or set into set. Like she's switching it up. We're going right back into those hydro kick things that had my glutes on fire. Overall, I would give this class a 9 out of 10. I persevered. I'm dying, I'm sweaty, but very happy that I did this. Shout out to Alicia for letting me come into our class today, but your girl is ready to eat and grab some water.